wow, looks like, put me on the spot there. Hey everyone, nice to see you tonight. I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you. If you don't know who I am, I'm Andrea Currie. See the name right there? Hi! It's great to see you all. So, what am I doing here? I am super excited because the fall for me means lots of great weather, love, leaves, all that kind of things, but it also means parties. I love parties. Hi, Cheryl. And I definitely love to get ready for parties as far as hostess gifts, that kind of thing. And to not super stress myself out, I definitely like to start with something small, which I'm going to show you tonight. I start out with the tag, and then I sort of build off of a tag. So tonight I'm going to show you how to make this tag, and the colors that I picked for the season are basically every single color in the book. It's kind of hard to see, but they're sequins, and it says to and from, and you can just wrap this on around a really, 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 really cute present, or usually a bottle of wine is what I wrap these around. And then it's just not so overdone, but it still has its Andrea sparkle on it. So yeah, it's very easy to do, and I'll go on over to Craft Him so that you can see it a little bit better. I think my light up front is kind of making it overshine, if that's ever a possibility in my life. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. So very easy to do. I kind of call this the household craft because what we're using tonight is packing tape. Very easy to do. And then of course some sequins and a little bit of paper and a to and from stamp. So it's very easy to do. I'm going to go on over to Craft Him, and when I do that, that means yeah, right, Candace got it. Woohoo! Craft Him. Alrighty. So you can see I have like sparkles everywhere. Let's see if you can see this a little bit better. Yeah, you can. Ooh, look at that. So this is what it's going to look like, and the way that I can get sequins to get into whatever shape I want them to is because I'm using this packing tape, this clear packing tape, so you can cut it into whatever shape. I'm using kind of a leafy shape just because I'm digging that shape right now. Yeah, packing tape totally rocks. And then of course, I just kind of speckled it with some extra little sequins to give it some love. But very easy project to do, and you can pizzazz up pretty much anything if you're just in a pinch and you need to do something really quick and make it look like you spent hours on it. Totally, you should do this. This is really easy to do. All right, so like I said, packing tape. You probably can do about a foot and a half of packing tape and get about 6 or 7 leaves out of it, smaller leaves out of it. I already stretched some packing tape out. You can see that I've worked my way up the packing tape with my cool sequins, all my kind of, I'd say, Mardi Gras color sequins, which I'm having a blast with. And really, it's a super easy thing. You don't have to, put them on there in any sort of fashion. You just kind of throw them on. And if they're overlapping a little, it's fine. Too much, you're probably going to get the tape to sort of unstick from sticking on it. So just go ahead and throw it on and do about a foot and a half. Like I said, you're going to get a pretty good quantity of objects out of about a foot and a half of this. And think about all of the things you can do with it. You can make this into a wrapping ribbon. You can wrap a whole present in it. You don't even have to use packing tape. I used packing tape because I had it around. Like I said, it's kind of a household craft. You could actually Mod Podge sequins to something. You can do it with all kinds of types of glue, that kind of thing, but I think this is just kind of a neat way of doing it. Lots of people generally, if they have some sequins around, they usually have packing tape and they can kind of play around with it this way. Okay, so you can see I've filled up really quickly, probably about 3 inches there, and now I'm just going to dump the rest of my sequins on there. Oh my gosh, sequins and sparkles make me so happy. If you're ever having a bad day, just break out the sparkles. I tell you what, whenever I'm in my office and somebody's having a bad day, I just break out the sparkles and they're having a better day. Okay, so another tip to working with packing tape is roll out your tape and then anchor it to something. So I actually have it anchored to just like a little paint chip here, and then on the other side I have it anchored to a ruler just so that it, it's stretched and it doesn't freak out. Now I just need to put my top layer of tape on it, so just need to get that too. I like to do a little bit over the length of what I've sparkled or sequined, and just put that right on. It's probably a little bit harder to see because it is transparent, but you just put that on very gently. And like I said, the overlap of the sequins is okay. You're just going to press them down a little bit. It's just like a party in tape. I love it. Look at that party. Party in tape. All right. So now I have this amazing. I kind of want to go back to head cam and show you how awesome this is. I actually kind of want to wear it as a headband, but now I've got to show you. Hold on. It's going to be awesome. Okay, hold on. Look at that. Oh yeah. You know you guys want to be a disco hippie for Halloween. Look, it could be an absolute costume right here. Or just a headband. Nice. I know. You can do all kinds. I probably would make a whole dress out of this. Alright, so let's go back onto Craft Cam and I'll show you how to finish this guy up. Spotted girl! Okay, so now that you have it all flush and it's all stuck down, it's looking cute, then you just cut out your desired shapes. So I'm just going to cut out a nice little leafy shape. And it's kind of funny because I'm making this disco leaf, let's call it disco leaf, but I actually am using a real leaf stem for it. So I think that's kind of funny. It's like the actual nature and disco combined to make one awesome craft. So it's kind of a longer leaf. And take off some of the bottom so we don't have such scarcity there. Alright, so very easy little disco leaf. And now I just want to put a real stem. I have a stem from a real leaf. And I'm just going to put that on there just like I would any stem. It's so funny when I work with like glitter or just any sort of shiny crafts, you just really can't see the awesome glitterness of it because the lights just completely reflect how crazy it is. Okay, so now I have it done. That's easy. And then I can work my way down the rest of my disco strip to make all kinds of fun objects and shapes. This is actually a smaller tape, so I can't get like huge shapes out of it. Of course, I could, kind of align them and do that if I really wanted to, but it's really, it's just that easy. So let's go ahead and throw that onto a card, which, it's so funny, my card just disappeared, my blank one that I had already created. Somehow I knew that. Oh, there it is, right there. Ta-da! Okay, so that's just going to go right onto my cute little tag, like so. I think I like it right there. And I'm giving it just a little bit of warm glue. You can give it a quick drying glue. Earlier I was using the Aleene's, but then I ran out. So I'm just using my warm glue to throw that on there. And that really gives it a nice adhesion there. Okay, and then my Stampin' Up! Red pad, a little to and from stamp. And then blammo, you've got yourself a nice, cute little card. I think that's fun. And then, of course, you have to give yourself a little hole punch at the top. And you have to run some ribbon through. And, of course, because I'm going purple, crazy purple, I just love purple. I'm going crazy purple. I just run that through. And I can't just leave well enough alone, so I have to give it a few little sparkles here and there on the card itself. And that way I'll feel better about myself because life is sparkly. Okay. Bammo. Just a couple. Nothing overdone. Very easy to do. I've never heard of sequin scissors either. Okay, I'm going to go back to head cam and then we can all talk if you have any questions, even though this is pretty much just a disco on a tag. So I did glue the stem to it. So I'm trying to, yep, you can see it right there a little bit closer. The stem was glued to the top of it, not on the inside, but on the top of it.